Get strong.
Hey family, welcome back to the channel. This is podcast number, I think 11.
11?
11 or 12.
11.
Yes.
Yeah, around 11 or 12.
Yeah. My name's Matt.
I'm Andrew.
We are back with another episode. And today, kind of cool first time, we have our first guest on our podcast. First guest, which is pretty flipping cool. You know, we've done 11 by ourselves, and this was always the goal to kind of continue going upwards and onwards and get our first guest on. So, he can introduce himself.
All right, I'm Zack Savo. I'm a friend of Andrew's. Introduced me to Matt as well, and thank you, Matt, for having me on your podcast. It's kind of an honor. I've been watching a little bit of your show, and it's been really entertaining, honestly, just getting to see you guys talk about your trips and, you know, what you think about life and stuff. It's really cool. But I'm a videographer on the side. I do AV, audiovisual design engineering as my main job, but, you know, on the side I love video production, and so I just started a company a few months ago for video production, and I'm really excited about that.
So let's go ahead and dive right into that. Tell us about.
Yes.
I've heard a little bit about your passions and what you enjoy doing, but yeah, definitely feel free to talk to us about that and your new company, what you're trying to do and your mission and all that fun stuff.
Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do right away. I'll be honest. I went through college and I was like, okay, I really like filming. I like photography. But then I was like, okay, I gotta pick a steady job because I need to make money. I need to support my family. I kind of need money, you know.
Money's important.
Well, I did kind of aspire to be a film director one day. You know, it's kind of like a lottery ticket kind of thing to get into Hollywood. So I was like, I don't know if I necessarily want to get into Hollywood, but I want to make films down the line. But I'm like, okay, well, I gotta pick a job that, you know, will make me some money in the meantime. And so I was like, I'm going to be in broadcast news.
Okay.
So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so because I really enjoyed, you know, a couple of internships that I did in college. And one of them was at a TV station. And
which TV station?
It was a station in Sacramento.
Okay.
I'm from Sacramento, California,
Originally
originally.
from California, yeah. And what college did you go to?
I went to UC San Diego. Which
is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something different.
It's different. Definitely not in Arizona.
Yeah, because Andrew, he went to GCU, I went to NAU, and then got the Cali grad here. So
I'm the first Cali grad you might ever have on this show. The first and the last.
Right.
But it was a good time. I loved San Diego. And being from California, I didn't expect to leave California. I'll get into that maybe later. But I loved San Diego a lot. The beaches were amazing. The people were pretty cool over there. The college campus was beautiful. I mean,
how far were you from the beach?
I was a 15-minute walk away from the beach. It was pretty nice.
Life is good, dude.
Yeah, it's in La Jolla, which is the bougie part
of
San Diego.
San Diego, Been there.
So nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I did not surf, which is a regret.
Did you not take surfing lessons or anything?
I wish I did, looking back, but
that's so cool.
I was just, you know.
You were busy, dude.
I was busy trying to hustle. No kidding. Get through school, especially as a filmmaker, you want to just make every bit of your work the best it could be, and so it was I put a lot of pressure on myself in college to do well, which is kind of a regret. I shouldn't have probably done that.
I was the same way though, because I was super on it, motivated. Yeah. I was doing all these things, working, going to school, trying to build for the future. So I totally understand.
Yeah, right. But it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun in college, and then at the end of college, I graduated in spring of 2020, and that's when COVID hit. And
wow,
it was the worst timing. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I could have stayed over there for another year, and I would not have liked the regulations that were going on campus and whatnot. But it was the right timing. You know, I graduated. I'm okay, I'm gonna go back home. Things were locked down, of course, but I was okay, I'm gonna find a job in the field that I want.
And what was your degree in?
It was in media arts.
Okay.
So it was basically all production based. It wasn't liberal arts, so I was doing hands-on stuff with filming, and I love it.
That's awesome, man.
And I still do that. But anyway, steady job ended up being. At first, I was just a portrait photographer for Lifetouch, which is the major high school portrait photography thing.
Yeah.
It got boring real fast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then after that, I actually did manage to get a TV station job,
which
is really cool.
Heck yeah.
And that was
Cool
Again,
experience.
Cool experience.
And that was in California?
Yep,
Okay.
all this is in California, the
Awesome.
summer of 2020. I was like, okay, this is cool. The TV station, this is what I was looking for, so I'm
Yeah.
on the right path here.
Love
Except
that.
I wasn't, because I didn't end up liking I did not end up liking that job. Because you're stuck doing a lot of these mundane things and also you're surrounded by politics all the time. And I don't think I was...
That's not your cup of tea.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was kind of a negative environment, to say the least.
Yeah.
Like, just the producers, everything, like all the stories that they come up with on the stations were pretty negative, a little bit twisted, if you will,
100%.
in my opinion. But I just didn't enjoy it after a while. Even though the job itself, like the things that I was doing, like editing, floor directing, running robotic cameras and stuff, that was so cool. But like the just being in that wrong environment was like not for me.
Wrong seat on the bus.
Yeah.
You were on the bus
Exactly.
that you thought you liked, but maybe in the wrong seat.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Why Arizona?
Now, why Arizona?
Wait, just a question
Oh.
before that.
Oh,
Before that,
okay.
did you guys bond a lot? Because I'm getting to know you more. You know what I mean? And I want to take this opportunity to get to know you a little bit. But like, did you guys really bond over that same interest? Because I know he really enjoyed at GCU doing like the sports games, doing like the broadcast aspect. Because always when he talks to me, he's like, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Did you guys like bond over that really good?
Yeah.
Like, was that something you guys really enjoyed and
We
kind of
did.
created your guys' friendship?
When we first met, I think we were both serving on the media team, and so
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
both very passionate about the format of filmmaking,
Yeah.
photography, all that good stuff.
And was that at church?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now you can ask that other one. Yeah.
So the question is, why Arizona?
Yeah, so I came here. I had no idea, like, even when I graduated that summer, or that spring, technically, of 2020, like, I did not expect to move to another state.
Yeah.
Like, it was just my dad and I living together, and so we just did not like what was going on in California during COVID, and so we just needed out. To say that's the simple answer to it.
Did you guys just like get a map out and were like, all right?
Well,
that was
so. We really liked SoCal, particularly San Diego, because like the whole San Diego experience really like grew on me and ended up being like a second home to me. So like we wanted to get a little closer to San Diego without living in California. So we're like, what's the closest state over?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And I'm so glad we ended up moving here. Like it's a great state with a lot of great people in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys. I mean, I got to meet you guys. I got to meet so many other people. Opportunities just showed up. It's pretty awesome. So
Good for you, man.
Thanks.
Well, and I've been a native of Arizona, so like I've always like enjoyed the state.
both of you guys
Yeah,
are natives, right?
Technically-
Well, he's from California.
I'm from
Okay.
California too.
From Los
Not a
Angeles.
true.
Right.
I'm a LA baby.
And I've heard like a lot of people be like, "Oh, I was moved here when I was like 3, so like technically I'm native." And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people have moved here, but they always tell me like, "Oh, you don't usually meet a native
Right.
because usually like this is such a melting pot of a
Yeah.
place. So like all these people come from all these different places,
Yeah.
and they all settle down. It's just
Exactly.
interesting.
Yep, it is. Yeah, there's so many people from all different states here. Like, especially recently, I've been seeing a
Like,
lot of
a
people
lot
from
of
Washington.
State-
And then that's where we're going next week.
but
But
yeah, 100%.
it's crazy. Like, there's all these people from California, from Washington, from
Yeah.
Minnesota, from even Florida, but especially like New York too. Like, so many states, man.
And everybody's just flocking here.
Yeah, everybody.
Because this is the best place to be, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I got here before it was cool. No, just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, you're the OG.
Okay, so next, going to that trip. You guys are going on a trip.
Yes.
That's this week.
Next week.
Next
Next
week.
week.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Now, is it your guys' first time to Washington State?
For me, no.
No.
It's my first time.
Okay, and then what part are you guys going to?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Well, yes and no. We're flying to Seattle, but then
Okay.
we're getting out as soon as possible.
That's all you can say.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta get to Washington, and from there you just
You get out.
go into the cooler
The pretty-
places,
the pretty parts,
the
yeah.
nice, like
Yeah.
the national parks. We plan to hit up Mount Rainier National Park, this cool town called Leavenworth I've been hearing so much about, and then there's a couple of like cool waterfall places that people are recommending. So
That's awesome.
Excited.
So So let's like go back in like 2015. My dad and I went to Washington State during the summer. It was like July, so a little bit like a month before you guys were going. But we had like a great time. So like we ended up going like to Bellingham, Washington, and we just like went all the way to the coast. And we were trying. So my dad was like, "Oh, like let's go to Canada," and I was like, "Cool, like let's go to Canada." But at that time, I was like a sophomore in high school, so we didn't have our passports. So my dad thought that we could get in with our military IDs, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't think so, Dad." Like I was like, "You have to have your passport." He's like, "No, like, no, it's fine." And I'm like, "Okay." And then like 2 weeks before the trip, he's like, "Matt, we have to have our passports." I was like, "Wait, I told you that." So then we ended up getting to go to Canada, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise because we went up to Bellingham. We stayed on like naval bases because my dad's retired military, and we just had a blast. One of my favorite trips ever. It was beautiful. The weather was awesome. We went to all these lakes. We went to Seattle. We stayed there for like a day or two. We didn't stay that long either. Right?
Okay,
so
gotcha.
yeah, so we went to like the fish market. We went to the first Starbucks. It was awesome.
That's cool.
So I definitely, and then my favorite part of the trip was we went to the Boeing factory.
Oh, that's cool.
So dude, we didn't plan on going. We were just like driving down the freeway and we're like, "Oh, what's that?" And then we were like,
that's cool.
Boeing factory.
All right.
And they literally made us take our phones and put them in lockers.
Oh.
It's because they don't want you filming for like the top secret like patents and like airplanes. Shit. And I like airplanes. You know, I'm an airport guy. I like airplanes. So we were like going through the factory, like seeing the supply chain of the airplanes getting made, and then we got to like the floor, like their sales floor of airplanes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this guy it's going to a Saudi prince. This one's going to this other country. This one's going to Drake. You know, all these things.
That's
you know."
cool.
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't really going to Drake. Drake still got one. But anyways, yes. So yeah, that was one of my favorite trips ever.
That's
so we had a blast, and the weather because it was like 60 degrees there the whole time, and it was like 130 here or whatever.
So nice.
130.
Yeah.
Probably. Basically.
Feels like 130.
So that was definitely one of my favorite trips, and I'm very excited to like hear how your guys' trips.
Yeah. Well, you guys kind of inspired me to do some vlogging.
Yes.
I don't think I've never vlogged before.
Dude, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can see that, but I love video editing a lot, and so like I can see myself doing it.
Dude, yeah, you're a beast.
Yeah,
I
really
can't
excited.
even imagine. I'm excited. Well, and then this is kind of cool. So I have you guys see it's kind of coming apart. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But I don't want to buy a new case because I'm getting a new iPhone soon. And so I'm getting an iPhone 15 and I really am excited about the camera. Because I have like a real camera, but like when you're out vlogging, I didn't want to take my camera overseas and stuff, so like your phone's kind of your best friend.
Okay, yeah. I actually have a GoPro.
There you go.
So I'm planning on using that to its full potential. The new Hero 11.
Oh, nice.
It's got some really nice color, so I'm gonna try to use that.
And he brought it to Europe. You brought the GoPro.
Yeah,
did you?
Bring it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
GoPro 7.
Yeah.
GoPro
Okay.
7.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Well, isn't that like a big thing about GoPros? Like they're waterproof.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
If you wanted to extra protect it, you get a little housing on it, but it's pretty waterproof as it is.
Heck yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah. But yeah, so their trip's coming up, so that's always cool.
Yeah, trying to come up with more ideas too, because a friend of mine from another community group, he's from there, and he plans to be there the same week that we are.
Oh.
So we might actually hang out, and he's like, the state fair's happening too. And I'm like, oh shoot, really?
Nice.
Might have to do that. Or he's probably going to do the Leavenworth trip, it sounds like. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Dude, yeah, that Washington State, beautiful place. I definitely want to go back. And we got lucky. It didn't rain at all.
Oh, wow.
Like, usually it rains every day. But, like, we got, like, a week where it just didn't rain at all.
That's nice.
Which was beautiful.
Hoping it doesn't rain during our trip.
I'll be vlogging for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, if I'm in your vlog, then you'll be in mine.
Yeah. Well,
and that is if I film.
Yeah, right.
I probably will.
Yeah, and Andrew inspired me to, like, kind of do the vlog. Because, like, when I started the YouTube thing, I was like, okay, like, these are the things I want to do. And then I kind of just progressed into, like, vlogging and, like, other different avenues and stuff.
So. Both of you guys did really good with your Europe vlogs. I'm just going to say that. It was so cool. Like, I wanted to go so bad just after seeing all that.
Yeah. Well, and I put a lot of time and effort, and, like, and I got Final Cut, which is a big one, and, like, the plugin. So I've just been, like, trying to get better every day.
There you go.
1% better, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is church. My first time. So I go to church a lot, and these guys do too. That's very important to us. And I went to their church for the first time, which was a really cool experience. They go to Impact Church over in Scottsdale. And I went last Thursday to their youth group, and it was just incredible. Kind of blew me away.
It's a big group.
Yeah, dude, they got like 30
big.
people in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, we had so much fun. Like, I got to meet so many people, like, see them. Like, it was awesome. Like, it was my first kind of experience.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming, for sure.
Yeah,
Taking
and
it out.
Yeah, I want to go, like, more in the future. And, like, the schedule was kind of crazy because, like, I went to church, my church on Sunday. I go to church, like, over here called Turning Leaf. So I went on Sunday, then I went to my church group on Tuesday, then Thursday I went to your guys', and then I went to church on Sunday.
Wow.
So it was the first time in my life where I went to a church thing 4 out of 8 days.
That's pretty amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like I just felt awesome because I was like, it just made me happy.
Yeah.
So I've been going my whole life.
That's good, man. Yeah, I'm so glad you liked it. It was, it's been fun being a part of that a young adults group. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, because I've been to a couple of the house events and stuff, like with the game nights and stuff, and that was like my first time at the church, and I definitely want to go back in the future.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool, and they're really big on leading people in with the production value as well. So not to say that's most important in a church, but when you're trying to bring new believers in, and this is a Christian church, right? That we're talking about, not a Mormon church, not a freaking Muslim church or whatever. We're talking about Christianity, but like it's important to have good tech too. Like
Facts.
people will like. Especially new believers are like, wow, this feels like a concert, and I kind of like that because
it does.
it's like
It does.
It helps bring them in the building. So
Well, and I posted the reel, and I like on the Facebook, Instagram, like I posted those reels, and like I got a lot of good feedback. So I was like, it's
That's
cool
awesome.
church.
Mm.
And a lot of the people at my church saw it, and they thought it was like super cool, and they're like, oh my gosh, like what is that? And speaking of the tech thing, like at my church, we've been really like doing the same thing. Like we built a new building, that they've got like all these new techs. They got like the microphones, and they got like the new, all these cameras and stuff, and like I'm learning it kind of, and sometimes I'll like run a part of it on Sundays, which is kind of a cool like responsibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I still serve on my church's media team and all that.
And that you probably get a lot of great joy out of that.
And Andrew does too.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
And that kind of gets your itch because at GCU you were doing so much with that, and then now that like transitions over into like after college, which is cool.
Yeah. That's right.
Yep,
That's
good
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, church is definitely really important to me. So
100.
I do go every Thursday and Sunday, and now I'm joining this Bible study on Saturdays. I just came from that actually,
Nice. Okay.
and that's really good. Like you want to be in that large group setting, but you also want to be in that smaller group setting, to really dig deep into the Word and
The
all
word,
that, so.
100%. I've been trying to read my Bible more, like once a week, because like going to church so much, it's good, and then like actually taking time on both ends to read it too is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
So Andrew, what do you got on your mind? How was your week? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, how was your week?
Well, got a drone.
Yeah, which
drone.
one?
Okay.
I got the Mini 3.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
And
What's the brands in that world?
DJI. So it's
Okay.
a DJI. It's an amazing toy.
Yeah.
Feels like a
Nice.
toy, but it's not.
Yeah.
Are you taking it on your trip?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Should.
Hopefully.
I might even bring mine.
if it's not here, well, if I don't take it to Seattle, I'll probably take it to Colombia.
Nice.
That's
That's cool. So you can get some like cool drone shots
Mm-hmm.
of it, and like
Granted,
360.
Granted, it doesn't rain in
Yes.
Seattle. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
it
to get
doesn't
some nice drone shots for sure.
100%.
DJI is definitely the biggest brand out there.
Mhm.
I have the Air 2, which is
Ooh.
the slightly bigger version, but it's about the same features and all that.
Mhm.
It's good stuff. I love it.
Very good stuff.
Heck yeah, that's good. That's
Other
good.
than that, what else? Sports World. In the
Sports world, yes, that's coming back.
yeah.
Football's coming back.
Football's back.
Basketball's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Soccer. Soccer's over for the women's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Women's World Cup just ended last week. Spain won.
I was gonna ask.
Oh,
Wow.
Spain won.
Spain won.
Okay.
Women's World Cup. It was very well. It was a very well game.
Wow.
Great game. Great game.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like their first win for the World Cup
Wow.
in
Nice.
history. And I was reading through some stuff on Facebook the other day, and it's crazy. Even though This is related to Taylor Swift too.
Oh, Taylor Swift. T Swift.
Oh, boy.
Yes. So every time Taylor Swift puts out an album, Spain wins. Because
What? Really?
in 2010,
2010.
yeah, Spain won the World Cup for the men's World Cup. Spain won, and Taylor Swift got an album out. In 2023, Taylor Swift has an album out. Spain wins.
What?
What a
So
coincidence!
there's a connection there.
What a coincidence!
Maybe T Swift.
Coincidence. I
She's in
think.
cahoots with the people in Spain.
Yeah. Some conspiracy going on there.
Right, for real.
I don't know, Andrew.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Ooh.
That is interesting.
I don't know if you want to say that too loud. Maybe I'll cut this whole thing.
And then USA's men's basketball team has started their World Cup
Oh yeah, I saw like some of the
in-
practices
in
and stuff.
Philippines,
Nice. Oh.
and they won their first game today.
Okay.
They're 6-0 right now
Jeez.
Wow.
6
with
and
their
0.
like few games that they played before the actual tournament. They played against New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
place I want to go.
New Zealand.
New Zealand's pretty.
I do.
Yeah, I see so many beautiful pics out of
The
New Zealand.
waterfalls, and like
yeah.
the hiking and like
So
it's just-
amazing.
Yeah.
And then they're playing Greece next.
Oh.
But Giannis Antetokounmpo is not playing.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
Oh.
you know who's gonna win that.
Yeah. If he's not playing, then there's
And then they play some other team that I forgot who it is. And yeah, that's it for the sports world.
Sports world. Yeah. Nah, that's.
LeBron's playing this upcoming
Dude,
season.
I saw a picture of him. He looked really skinny. Yeah, I saw a picture of him and he looked really skinny.
Huh.
Like very skinny.
Interesting.
I don't know if he lost more weight. But
He's working out a lot,
he is.
shooting.
But he just looks very skinny.
Hmm.
Very skinny.
Yeah. You okay there, LeBron?
Yeah, right.
You're like
You
asking
good?
like, are you
Like he was at like
fast
280.
or what?
He was like 280 and then like I think last season was like 260 and now he looks like he's like 240, 250. He just looks very skinny. I don't know, maybe that's a plan. He knows what he's
Maybe.
doing.
Intentional fast, I don't know.
Yeah, right? Yeah, but
Also, I started a goal.
a new goal?
A new goal.
Okay.
Okay.
Love
So
that.
next year, I'm planning on doing 2 races that are over the edge that I do.
Mm.
Oh,
One
Okay.
is a half marathon.
cool.
I'll be running the Rock and Roll Marathon.
Hey,
Really?
let's go.
Yeah.
So am I.
Really?
So, yeah, I have something to say, but go ahead.
My second one, I'll be doing a marathon.
A full?
A full
Really?
marathon.
26.2?
26.2.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude.
And
I don't even know if I
I
can run
am
2.6.
kind of scared about it.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta train.
You got
That's
this.
all that's all I gotta do.
Wow.
Train.
Yeah.
And then there's this group that I started, not hanging out, but we started talking. And those are the people that told me, hey, you want to do a marathon? And I was like, sure. So we're starting to train. Hopefully by the week I come back. We come back,
Yeah.
we're going to start training.
I'll join you. Yeah.
So you're doing the half marathon or
I'm
the
doing
whole one?
the rock and roll half marathon.
Okay.
I've never even run close to that distance before.
What's the
Um,
longest you've
on the-
ran?
Well, actually, it's funny. Recently, like 2 weeks ago, I finally ran my longest distance, which is 4 miles.
That's
so
awesome,
not
man.
bad.
Heck yeah.
I have some ways to go because half is
Yeah.
like 13. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm gonna join you for sure because some friends of mine back in San Diego were like, "You should definitely do the rock and roll. It's so much fun." And the week I visited them in San Diego, the rock and roll was happening over there,
Oh,
and that's
really?
where it all started. Was San Diego? That's what, and they actually have the half and the full.
Oh.
I think that's the only location that does the full marathon for that series. But I don't know what your full marathon is going to be. What, is
The
that?
full will be in Gilbert.
Oh, okay.
Let's give me Gilbert.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
That's cool.
That's cool. Over on the east side.
Yeah.
East side.
That's cool.
The east side. That's where I live. The east
Yeah.
side.
East side.
You guys dragged me out over here on the west side. What are you doing? I was kidding.
I appreciate you, brother.
There's like a thing, West Valley and East Valley in Phoenix, and I feel like the West Valley gets a bad rap a lot of times.
Yeah.
Even though it's not that bad. Like this area is amazing.
It's pretty nice. Yeah,
Brand new.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything's like new. You have like all the shopping, gym and all that stuff. It's super nice.
Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, running. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
running. Well, you got some experience running.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, dude. The most I've ever done was on a treadmill. It was 5 miles.
Hey,
That
that's
was
not
good.
bad.
I mean, yeah.
I ran
Like once,
my-
twice maybe.
My longest running was a 20K.
Which is
12 point something.
It's basically a
miles.
half marathon.
straight.
Close to, yeah, straight.
Wow.
Did you feel like you were gonna die?
It was a
after?
competition, so
Oh,
it was
really?
only 3 people that ran it.
Where was it?
That's a good. It was like 35 minutes from here.
Mm.
So it was like heading to Peoria, like Peoria,
Yeah.
Peoria.
like no, like
Like that big
Happy
mountain.
Valley.
Oh, Happy Valley. Oh, okay.
Like that area.
That's cool.
But I got 3rd place
Hey.
out of 4 people.
Well.
Well, it was 3 guys and a lady.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hey, bro, that's hard. Like,
Yeah,
respect. I mean,
crazy.
you made it, bro.
It
Like
took
that's
me, it
yeah.
took me an hour and 25 minutes.
That's not bad.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I don't know what the marathon world like
Half a marathon is like
3 or 4 hours,
2
2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours.
Hmm.
I don't know if someone broke 2 hours yet.
That's crazy.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's the record though, right?
it's like 2 hours.
what's the average like for an average person? That's
Probably
like
like
3.
close to 3.
Yeah.
Because I would probably finish the half in an hour and 45, close to 55.
Hmm.
I don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't wait for
Your trips.
trips.
Yeah.
Who's got trips? I'm good till next. Like I want to go to Sedona with my
Yeah.
coworker, but that's it. And I'll just like
Sedona.
chill.
So, we got one more question to ask, Mr. Zack.
Okay.
Where or how did you get your inspiration for your company?
Ah, yeah. Okay, so I'm wearing the shirt actually representing.
Dude, I love
and
it.
Andrew actually helped me with a recent shoot that we did. But basically, my company is called Steady Light Productions. We're a video production company based in the Phoenix area that does primarily real estate, both commercial and residential. But we're also trying to branch out into live events, concerts, weddings, you name it. Anything to do with video and photography, that's my deal. And again, it's been my passion since college, so I wanted to keep that alive, that passion. So that was part of the inspiration was college and just loving the art form and just the medium of film and video. It's so much fun. And as you know, videoing and vlogging, editing is so much fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a process, and it's really cool.
Yeah, but
Creative process.
yeah. So the name Steady Light actually comes from my roots in church because to me, God is my steady light in my life, and so that's where I got the name. And there's a couple of verses that go along with it, but that's the core of it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So like,
Too.
that's amazing. Like you're going after your passion. You started a company. I love to see it. Obviously, I'm a pretty big entrepreneur myself, so I love to see that, man.
Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it.
What kind of like? So you kind of talked about a little bit of the clients you want to go after. Like,
Mhm.
what are your like favorite or like dream jobs that you want to do?
Oh, well, my dream is to actually turn it into a film production company
Okay.
that does, hopefully big budget movies.
Love it. Yeah.
Like the likes of what PureFlix does in the Christian film world. But, apart from that, it's just getting to know more people in the area through commercial real estate. I really want to keep that up because it's fun.
Heck yeah.
And then also doing more live events and concerts because, I love that kind of thing too. Music, performances, maybe not the one that we went to last time, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm trying to like branch out and do more things. So,
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
I'm super happy for you, and I'll definitely be a big supporter.
Thanks. Well, I always think of you guys too to help out. When
Yeah.
I need some assistance or
Heck yeah.
second videographer, I'll hit you guys up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
We got you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're awesome, and we wish you the best of luck with your company.
Thank you. Yeah, it means
that's
a lot.
awesome. That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
That's awesome.
This guy's basically part of the company already. He helped with the shoot. Your shirt is coming too, but
I'm
Hey,
excited.
thank you. Dude, I like the shirt. Got the
Thank
merch
you.
already.
Yeah, I got the back. It says media team, right?
Oh, dude, I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So people who help me out, I
Dang.
wanna give them
That's
something
so,
to remember.
That's so sick, dude. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
A friend of mine's really good with printing stuff
Heck.
at my work.
Heck
My
yeah.
day job, she owns a printing business. So
Love that.
Support
Yeah, I have
that.
like a side hustle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was episode number, I think it's 11 or 12.
11.
We'll find out.
You'll find
You'll
out.
find out.
You'll find out the title. So. But, yeah.
But thank you for watching.
Yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. Not our first guest, so
Thank you
clap
for
it up
having
for
me
him.
on.
He killed it.
Thank
you.
We loved it. We had a lot of fun, and more to come in the future.
Yeah.
My name's Matt.
I'm Andrew.
See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.